Hello guys, it's raining in Delhi. I am in my Crocs right now and we are at Dastkar. I am here to meet a very special person. I'm here to meet Lalith ji. Lalith ji, how are you?
Hi guys. You can call me Lalith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I'm good. I'm doing great, and it's such a pleasant surprise to meet you all here. I met Gaganji yesterday, and I was bedazzled by his personality and the way he was explaining about everything, about the education, how what he's trying to do, and everything about how he got to know about Zen Zula. So it has been interesting.
Okay, so Lalith ji, before I can move forward, I want you to explain what is Zen Zula and how you came about Zen Zula and what was the inspiration behind starting Zen Zula and Roots Studio basically.
Yeah, so this is a Zen Zula. Well, I'll just show it to the camera as well. So it's designed, or the intentions or the visions behind making Zen Zula was to create something that is very user friendly. It's a sustainable musical instrument which anyone can play. One doesn't need to be a musician to play the instrument. It's tuned in a manner that even a person from people from any walk of life, you hold it, you play. So this device is enabling even a non-musician to start his or her musical journey without, because I think specialization is for insects. We as human beings can have too many. We can do everything. It's like if you wanna grow potatoes on Mars, you can do that. Dream of Warden, you can do that. So everything is possible. This instrument is something. It's a very easy instrument which we can play, and it started around 2015. The very first instrument that was made on an actual sardine tin can.
Okay.
And started with my friend Jay. We've been doing it, and these are designed with the intention that even a non-musician can play, adapt, and improvise without having that external pressure that, all right, I need to reach that bar, that I need to know the keys, I need to be proficient enough to create melodies.
Right.
So yeah, that's been the journey.
All right, and I see a lot of inspiration from the African mythology, African tribal mythology. So how do you visualize a Zen Zula, and what does that and the variation in sizes? I mean, what does that mean to you? I mean,
so the instrument, this design is very much inspired from an African musical instrument called nyonge nyonge. It's a very old, sadly a dead art. Not many people know in India about it. So it's a very big instrument. What we have done, we've made it smaller, and with the bass as a metallic bass, it is more resonating. It's more compact. It is not very heavy. It's something which one can trial with it anywhere, and so it's inspired from African art. The name Zen Zula, Zula as well, because the Zulu tribe, these artworks. So this looks very tribal.
yes.
So initially we only used to make eyes.
Yeah.
Now we have started incorporating different artworks. We've started making the rainbow design. There's something called sun and moon. This is the floral artwork, and this has been made on an actual Cuban cigar box.
Okay.
So we're trying to reuse things so that our project stays sustainable, and we are using things which are not harming the environment, and at the same time it's adding values to the lives of people.
Right.
I mean, everyone would be, we all would love to play something, right?
Yeah.
We all would love to try to explore that journey where we are able to just enjoy the music without knowing much about it. So I love these instruments. These are made with a lot of love, and every instrument has its own identity. Every instrument has, as they say, no two handmade things can be similar.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you pick up two instruments, they wouldn't be together. They wouldn't be like identical. So yeah, that's about Zen Zula.
Okay, and as you told me that all of these materials are sustainable materials, they are all upcycled, recycled products,
Yeah.
right? So what goes in the ideation of the product? I mean, what is the research on the material? How do you do the research on the material science? So basically our viewers who are watching right now, so they would like to know, if they want to start building something. So what would be the first ray of hope that they should look for while looking for a material that they can start building with?
So the other day, I was reading this article about frequencies. So there was this Italian scientist who was trying to find the most calming frequency, or the ideal frequency, which would be very. We love frequencies
Yes,
when we heal, when we listen to calming music. Those are frequencies, right? So there is this 432 megahertz of frequency, and then there is 440 megahertz of frequency. So everything around us, even a can, even a box, even a chair, you can use to make musical instruments out of them. Because there are many, you must have seen, there is this, the other day I came across this guy who was creating instruments out of pipes.
Yeah.
So, there are many, you also might have seen about
So
it.
we built this with the students. It's called a tubulum. We use PVC pipes and.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
PVC pipes.
Yeah.
So if you have that vision and if you are driven enough, you can, you can do anything. So if you're using that right material, and of course you're using, the technology has also equipped us with so many things.
True.
You have tuners, you can check out how a material sounds, and then when you're using an app, maybe an app called Piano Tuner or a Guitar Tuner, and you see how it sounds. When you change the thickness of the material, how it sounds. For example, here, this is carved, but this is flat. There are some of the instruments which are flat. So this thickness also makes difference in the frequency or how the sound comes out of it.
Right.
So when you try and test, and when you try to see what kind of frequency it's releasing, you get to know if it's a potential thing. Many even you can use that clip. Can you give me that clip?
Yeah, sure.
This clip can be used to make instruments.
Yeah.
Trust me, this pressure. I mean, of course, something has to be done. Some kind of permutation, combination, how the pressure would be there, and how you can incorporate some other strings in it, or stuff that makes it a musical instrument. So you can make things out of anything till the time you have that model. And yeah, that's my mantra.
Okay. So final thing that I want to ask, like when you started building Zulas, basically, right? So do you had a final picture in mind, or you just rode the wave and it was like free riding the wave and let's see what comes out of it?
We are still developing our products. We are still creating the instruments. I think there is a long way for us to go. I think we would want to just keep a quality world class. When a person holds a Zen Zula, he or she should feel that all right. This is something I've played instruments, but this is something very easy. This is something very handy, and at the same time, I'm not trying to play anything. It's just happening. For example, if I'm strumming here. For example, Devansh, he was talking about, I saw his instrument. So the strings that we were using back then were
Right.
thicker. Now we have made them thinner. We have worked on how we carve these strings, how they are beaten, how easy and how approachable it is for a non-musician who has never played any instrument. Because if a person sees it, what would they know? That all right, what is this? What is this instrument? Is this some kind of? People have assumed it to be something else, not a musical instrument.
Right.
So when you strum it, you realize, all right. So what I do usually when people ask me what is this, instead of playing it for them, I just give it to them.
Right.
All right, try, experience the magic. Because this, for me, this is gold. This is magic, and the alchemy. It's endless. You hold it, you play. In fact, I've jammed for like almost 4.5 hours, non-stop with the instrument. So you hold it and you start going about it, and it doesn't stop. So I think that's the difference about Zen Zula. That's what differentiates Zen Zula from any other instrument. You don't you don't need to be a experienced musician. You don't need to have that proficiency. You just hold it and it happens. Like now I'm just strumming. So what I'm doing here is I'm following an order. That's it.
Yeah.
Then with creativity, you meet people, you learn from them.
Right.
They ask you to make it that way, and you try to adapt that way, and you try to grow. That's how we've been making designs. That sun and moon artwork that you see, one of the customers wanted us to do this artwork on a cigar box, and we ended up doing it. And now people love it. People specifically see that on my page, and they want that particular design. And then I attribute that to the person, the very first customer who asked us to make it. So yeah, it has been a non-stop process where we are growing. We are still developing instrument, and we plan to make many more instruments which are completely handmade.
Alright, in order to commemorate our meeting, and we would like you to sign one of your own creations.
Thanks a lot.
So anyway,
So
you would want to.
it's not just mine. There is a team
Yeah.
which is running, and we have Prakash, Jay, Vardhan, Ganesh, Akshay. It's for you all as well, and Lalith. I'll sign it.
You just have to. So it's been sealed in. We'll see you next time with another maker. So cheers, bye bye, enjoy the rain. It's lovely weather, and see you guys.
See you guys.